Are we starting then?
Um,
It's been 3 minutes.
no,
since
I
we
say
recorded.
about 5 more minutes of shit.
Okay.
This is all going in, boys. Don't you worry.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Circle Jerk podcast.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, yay! Someone actually fucking cheered
That
this
was me
time.
that time.
I wasn't going to do it this time. There will be one time where we actually all do it, and it's going to sound brilliant. But until then, you know what? I'm just going to work on an actual separate file for the podcast editing in the future.
We
where
said
it's
this
just
last
me
time.
looped over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, don't worry. I'm going to actually work it out for the next one.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's going to be in the next one. Everyone watching, stay tuned. That next one is going to have some fucking pro cheering sound effects.
I'm looking forward to it, mate.
If someone could just loan me a whistle or two, because I can't whistle. Fun fact about me, I can't fucking whistle. I'm really musical, but I can't whistle.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't even try over the mic because it's just going to be fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Like, I know it sounds terrible in person as well, but like, I've taught myself to play guitar, drums, piano, all sorts of shit like that. I reckon if you leave me in a room long enough with an instrument for about a week or so, I could learn to play something on it. Right?
I'd love to
But
be able to do that, man.
I can't whistle.
I have no talent when it comes to music at all. Like, I've always wanted to play the guitar or the drums, but just never ever got round to it. And my brother sort of plays, but nothing. And obviously, the only kind of drums and guitar I do is fucking air drums and air guitar.
Dude, I'll teach you.
What, air drums and air guitar?
Yeah, and the actual counterparts. If you want, I'll teach you.
I'd love
It's easy.
to.
It's easy shit.
I'd honestly love to, man. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. So, obviously, it's been a couple of weeks since the last one. What have we all been doing?
Working, being ill.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, that is the actual answer, isn't it? We've all been working and doing shit, but we've got to come up with something for the audience, haven't we?
Am I coughing my lungs out?
Yeah, like, I suppose.
This is exciting.
So, right, one thing I want to ask you guys is because obviously, like, Dave, you and I both have like YouTube channels that are regularly updated and shit like that. Kyle and James, not so much. So what I do want to ask you guys, because I know that there's an answer from Kyle for this, is there a game that you've been playing recently that you haven't been recording that you'd like to talk about a bit?
Digimon.
I was purposely aiming that more towards James to begin with, Kyle, because I know that you're going to say Digimon. James.
Games.
Fair enough, but like, what have you been playing? Oh, have you finished your Zelda Let's Play sort of thing?
No, I'm still playing through Skyward Sword right now.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, for Zelda's 30th anniversary, which was the last year, James actually started playing every Zelda game from start to finish, minus like the Philips CDI games and shit like that.
Yeah, obviously.
But like the main release sort of ones. He's been playing through all of those start to finish, which is fucking impressive, to be fair.
How many hours is that altogether, do you think?
It's what, 18 games?
Eight.
So,
Fucking hell,
So that's
man.
a fair amount of time. It's taking you a good couple of months so far.
yeah, I'm not going to finish it before Breath of the Wild comes out.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that's another reason he's been doing it, because, like, Zelda's 30th anniversary, the new Zelda comes out, like, a month from now, guys. Can you fucking believe that?
I'm looking forward
away.
to it.
I've been waiting for this since 2015, and it's next month. To me, that's mental. But, fuck it. I'm
Not
easily
really.
amused.
Yeah, I'm not really a big Zelda fan.
I've not played it, dude, remember? I've not played...
Yeah, I've
think
not played it.
I played Twilight Princess for like a few hours, but I just never got into it. I'm sure we spoke about this last time, but...
Yeah.
It's one of those, like... Are you going to be posting those videos, by the way, about Zelda?
I haven't been recording anything.
Oh, no, that's cool, man.
I'm not
He's
going
not
to
been
if
recording
it's
it.
Nintendo.
Nah,
Well, yeah,
fair.
that's the thing, because I'll probably end up getting a Nintendo Switch. Like, James, you've put your pre-order down already, haven't you?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been in for a while.
Yeah, I've not, because I'm going to Canada soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
shit,
comes
yeah, you
literally,
are,
like 6 days after my payday, so it's perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
cool, man.
I'm sort of on the boat of, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but maybe when I get back from Canada, there might be a little bit of time and money to pre-order one for launch day. Probably not, though. So, I don't know, I'm just going to play it by ear, but when I do eventually get around to getting it, I'm not going to record it. Because I'm not going to be able to do shit with that footage. Like,
yeah, that's the unfortunate
thanks, Nintendo.
Thanks again. Fuck you,
thanks.
Nintendo.
You keep fucking us over like this, don't you?
I mean, do you want me to just go get some clay pigeons with Nintendo on it so you can just shout pull?
Oh, please. I've never actually been clay pigeon shooting.
Brilliant.
It's
I'd
really
like to do.
fucking fun, man.
Oh, man.
It's so fun. I went to a stag do in, I think it was Newcastle, and yeah, we went clay pigeon shooting, and it's the most fun I've ever had. And when you're holding a double barrel shotgun and you go bang bang and you get both of them, you just feel like such a man. Like my beard, I don't grow a beard, but it felt thick
we've
at the
discussed
time.
this.
I can't grow a beard, but at that point I felt like I could. I believed in myself that much that I could actually grow a beard myself.
I've shot an SA-8er.
What's that? I'm not.
It's a military rifle. It's the rifle the army use as the primary rifle.
That's awesome.
Army cadets.
I see.
So, going back to the original question about games that we've been playing recently, Dave, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Right? Is there anything that you've been playing off camera that you particularly enjoyed recently?
If I'm being honest, man, I don't think there is. There's the only game I've really played off camera slightly is Overwatch, and what else? Crypt of the Necromancer. I've been playing that as well. But to be fair, all I've been doing is thinking of ideas of new videos. So yeah, it's for me. It's like if I enjoy playing it, I want to record it at the same time. I want people to see that I'm enjoying it. So it's kind of a weird one. I'm guessing that's what a lot of YouTubers have now. It's like, oh, I love this game. Shit, I've got to record. So I can't fully immerse myself in the game because I've got to put a persona on sometimes and talk all the time. Like,
that's true.
Oh, sorry, Dark Souls 3. I'm playing quite a lot. But that's a given. That's a given for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I've been playing. James, you'll be really happy to actually hear this. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles on my 3DS, like actually playing. And to be honest, yeah, it's really, really good. Now I've made it past like the first hour and a half sort of mark. It's the world has opened up before me, and then like I've reached this one area that just sort of like the introductory video for this area just opens up how big this game is. I'm like, well now, this is going to take me a long time to play. But I'm sort of glad that it's on the 3DS anyway, because I can't physically record that. Also, with it being a Nintendo game, there'd be no point.
You shouldn't record it, yeah.
Exactly. But it's the fact that, because I can just like, it's on the 3DS, I can play it while I'm lying in bed at night and just like, you know, end up staying up until 3 in the morning without meaning to, and just go, oh shit, time to close the 3DS and go to bed. But it's really good. I've got to say, it's quite a good game. Now, Kyle, I know you're shaking in your fucking pants right now. You want to talk about the new Digimon World, and to be fair, I can't really blame you. You spoke to me a bit during the week about it, and I want to hear more. So go on.
Obviously, Phil's played the original Digimon World on PS1, and he enjoyed it. James played it. It didn't really pull him in because he couldn't deal with the constant micromanaging of the Digimon. Dave, have you ever played the original Digimon World?
I've really not got into Digimon at all. I honestly have nothing to do with Digimon, being honest, dude.
It's fair enough, it comes and goes for some people. But basically, this Digimon World, the beginning part is basically Digimon World from PS1 retold.
So it like sort of really harks back to the PS1 days.
Yeah, it does. Like James saw the opening earlier, because I basically started it because you can have two different characters, a male or a female, as a protagonist, which is nice. So I basically chose the females just so I could show James the opening stuff, and it literally just goes back to go and find a Digimon and try and bring them back to the town by doing a quest for them.
Oh my god!
But you've also got to micromanage your Digimon who are with you, like feed them, take care of them. If they get ill, make sure they get better. If they get injured, make sure you heal them a lot. Because if you don't, they could die, and if they die, you have to go get a new Digi-Egg. But because that happens, you'll probably get a Sokomon, which is basically a poo Digimon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a
Yeah,
giant
there's a
turd.
Digimon that's basically a poo.
It's a giant turd.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be one of the reasons why I didn't get into it then.
Yeah. But basically, you have to look after them and all that lot and train them and stuff. Like me and James earlier were trying to actually get a Gatomon and stuff like that. James only told me earlier, Kyle, there's no point trying. I'm like, why? I really want that Digimon. No, you can't really decide which one you want until Chapter 2, Kyle. The game just decides for you. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you won't find any of the stats out. You just wait till Chapter 2, then you can start properly working on people. I'm like, fine. Carried on playing the game, but it's really enjoyable. It's literally Digimon World from PS1 on PS4 with the areas. And it does hark back to the original series, like James spotted something earlier that I didn't. We went to the deserts, the server desert.
Oh my god.
I didn't
You
know.
see, here's the thing: is I want this game so badly, but I can't afford it. I can't bring myself to buy it yet because obviously I've got a trip coming up, and I'm like, I need to save as much money for this trip as I can.
Yeah.
So this game, even when I get back, it's a choice of do I buy that or do I go for the Nintendo Switch pre-order and hope that I can still get one in time.
Yeah.
But I am going to buy it at some point during the year, and I'm just going to vegetate while playing it.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
really fun. And
for those of
takes
you who
back.
never played the original Digimon World, it's basically 3D Tamagotchi.
Yeah, that's a really good way to explain it.
Right.
With added functionality. Like, you get to battle your Tamagotchi against weak-ass little shits that try disrespecting you.
No. Well, I found that out earlier. I got beat. Basically, I had an Ultimate Digimon and I got his ass kicked by a Rucker.
Yeah, but I mean, like, for the most part, some of the, like, regular enemies that you find...
Yeah, you can kick their asses.
Those weak-ass little bitches that just walk around the world map and then go, oh, no, you! And then it's like, bitch, please, out the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. And you see some old Digimon you would recognise as well if you ever watched the original series.
Oh, dude. Dave, come up here and we'll play Digimon World as a Let's Play.
See, because it's not my childhood, I don't know. It's not enticing to me because it wasn't part of me when I was younger. So I'm not going towards that game as much as I would any other kind of game. So I can't really, like, when you guys are getting hyped about it, I can't actually get hyped myself because it's like I just have no attachment to it, unfortunately. So that sucks. But
And another thing for you, Phil, they actually improved on the battle system.
Oh, man, that's good.
Yeah.
In the original Digimon World, basically the battle system was this. You got into a battle with a Digimon, and you basically got to shout suggestions at your Digimon at what they should do.
No, you still do that, but you can actually tell them what to do now. You have 5 choices in it. You got to choose them wisely. But you can also support them and stuff in that game, where in the original one, just let you shout suggestions.
Yeah, it's like you would literally go, oh, attack if you feel like it, and then, if your Digimon felt so inclined, they would attack the opposing Digimon that was currently nibbling their fucking shin.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's good to hear that they've actually, I don't know, worked upon that in some manner.
that sounds like a good system.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's like your Digimon is completely independent of you. I mean, you tell it when to go to the bathroom, tell it when to go to sleep, you feed it, shit like that, you tell it when and how to train.
Yep.
But when it comes to battles, you just go, I don't know, if you feel like it, maybe attack or defend or something. While, that other one has its fist so far up your arse, you can taste it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're really immersed in it. Like, you have to really pay attention.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
That was the
I like
original.
that idea.
In this new one, you can lay back a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
The battle system in the first one was really
Shite.
just like saying, oh, please can you do this? And you just happen to be listened to or not. So
Basically,
I like that.
Yeah,
in
you
this
said,
one
please
actually
can you
give
do this?
commands.
And your Digimon held up its hand with the middle finger at you. That's what it was doing in
Yeah.
the original.
That's cool.
Flipped you off.
I like that a lot. That's really cool.
Okay, so normally we would have a trending section.
Yeah.
However, I look at my trending feed on Twitter right now, and there's just a lot of stuff about football and some British TV shows and stuff like that. There is one here that could be kind of interesting. I'm just, yeah, okay, I like this.
Go for it, man.
Hashtag add food to a song.
Did we do
So-
this for cheese? And it was
Yeah,
We
pretty
like,
did
much.
last
Mate,
time.
mate, this is my saving grace. This is what I enjoy. I like puns, okay? I'm sorry, the one last time about add cheese to a movie, make it better, with fucking a Day the Earth Stood Stilton.
yeah,
Good
that,
the
I
bad
fucking
and the
love
ugly.
that.
that was strong, to be fair.
So here we've got one, Ginster's Paradise.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah. We have
Oh,
Pie
no.
of the Tiger.
For fuck's sake.
Pie of the Tiger. That's too easy. That's easy.
Whistle a Happy Tuna.
Oh my god, man.
Total Eclipse of the Tart.
What is tofu?
What is tofu?
For what is love?
Yeah. You don't have to explain the song.
Bridge over troubled watermelon.
Fucking hell.
Guys, my personal favourite of the week. Fry me to the moon.
Yes. That's very good. Oh,
Right,
no.
sorry. But if you guys at home have any that you'd like to add to that, the hashtag will probably not be trending at the time that this video releases, but fuck it, bring it back.
Or get it in the comments. That'd be a good
Yeah.
one. I love reading. The internet, again, is so fucking awesome that I remember just, I think it was just posting what's your favourite animal, and then everyone was like adding on fucking pun after pun after pun. So, like, yeah, get in the comments from that one. I
Yeah.
think that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool
Get
to
in the
hear some-
comments. Let
I
us
love
know
them.
your
I knew you were Stilton
hashtag
when you
add
walked
food
in.
to a song. Yeah, that's good. I've seen another one here on the trend, actually, which is my new favourite. It mustard been love, but it's yogurt now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like
so
the double
good.
whammy. That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Like, for
Very good.
anyone out there watching this, I appreciate a good pun.
Is this going to be
Right.
the pun segment of the fucking
Yes, it will.
podcast?
Much. You,
Like, it's not.
you
It's
said
no
to
longer.
me, Phil, let's get a trending section going. Find like the latest, greatest news. And I'm like, okay. Funny hashtags.
Yeah,
come
about
on.
to say when I said trending, I was thinking, yeah, recent news, and you're like, no, we're doing fucking puns and jokes, which I am a big fan of. So yes, that's totally fine with me, dude. That's what I like.
Yesterday, all my truffles seem so far away.
No, that's the
Gorilla.
best one. Gorilla.
Gorilla. Nice. Oh man.
Oh no.
Anyway, should we move this swiftly onwards?
Yeah, you should
I'm
go
not
for it,
sure
man.
what
Fry me
news we've
without
got
wings.
to talk about.
Sorry, but
Yeah, I'm not sure what news we have to talk about, but I do have a piece of news that I've been meaning to talk to you guys about for the past couple of weeks, actually.
Cool.
go on.
But I haven't brought up because I keep forgetting, in the heat of the moment. In the heat of the moment. That's an Asia reference there.
Nice reference.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, for anyone who knows the Uncharted series, yes?
Yes.
Kyle, I know that you
Sort of.
do. Dave,
Sort
kind of. Yeah. I'm a big fan of it. James, you basically know what it's about, yeah? Yeah. So there's been talk of an Uncharted movie for a long time, right? But a couple of weeks ago, I actually read an article. The writer that they have on board for the Uncharted movie has officially finished the first draft of the script for the movie.
Oh god.
But he says it's a good one.
Of course he's going to say he's a fucking good one. He's getting paid for it.
Yeah, I know that. I know. So there is, like, a pinch of salt to be taken with it. But, at the same time, like, let's not forget a film that is coming up, like, very soon, which is an adaptation of an anime, which could be incredible. Ghost in the Shell.
Yes.
Right? I kind of get the feeling that, like, in the past, video game movies used to be, you know, very disposable, sort of like just a shout for cash, basically.
Yeah.
So we're talking Dead or Alive, the Tekken movie. Tekken movie for me is a guilty pleasure. Street Fighter, definitely. Mortal Kombat, even though I thoroughly enjoy the Mortal Kombat movies as a drinking game.
Yeah, pretty much.
But as movies, they don't really stand up.
Never.
But recently, and hear me out on this, because Hitman, even the one that had Timothy Olyphant in, I thought that was good. And then that got another movie, Agent 47. Kyle's huffing disapprovingly here, but fuck it. And Assassin's Creed has come out. Yeah?
Yeah.
Which is let's face it, a big blockbuster film, even though I'm not a huge fan of Ubisoft. For various reasons, which we'll get into another time.
Yeah.
But that's come out, and that's a big film, right? And with Ghost in the Shell coming out, maybe the time for video game movies is now.
Well, it seems like that's the direction. It seems like that's the direction going in, so I feel like they're experimenting with a lot of things, because in my opinion, games should be games, not movies. And
exactly.
Because you get because with games you have so many hours put into a game to get immersed and understand the story and all that. Whereas when you have to squeeze it into 1.5 hours to 2 hours, maybe 3 at a push.
Yeah.
I just feel like they miss so much out, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of any kind of game movies.
There are some games though, which I feel would still make very good movies. Right. My shout for this is one that's actually rumored to be coming out, even though it's probably further off than the Uncharted movie. Even though Uncharted, I think, could make a very good film. It's basically National Treasure without Nicolas Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Which to me is kind of a win. Sorry, Nick, but, you know, Ghost Rider.
Which one?
Both. Particularly 2, though. and the Wicker Man. The bees! The bees!
Don't bring that meme.
So, right, The Last of Us. Kyle, you're yet to play through this, so I'm not going to give anything away, but for anyone out there who knows the story of The Last of Us and the way the game is set out, that can very easily fit into a feature film sort of length, right? And cut out most of the, you walk over here, you pick up these items, you shoot these dudes, then you walk over there to pick up more items. Sure, like, you cut that out and just keep the bare bones story and add in a few action sequences here and there. That entire game fits into a film. And
it is basically a film, which is awesome.
Exactly. Because games are becoming their very own storytelling medium these days. And I feel like some of the quote-unquote gameplay segments of some games, not all of them, but some of the gameplay in games is there just to make it a game and not an animated film. But where you have that sort of situation, why not just make a film?
I feel like they'd make more money making
from
games
releasing it as a game.
Yeah, I think games nowadays are movies.
I would agree with
because
that.
obviously with the graphics and all that kind of thing, I just believe that in my opinion, there's no need for a movie when it could easily be a game. And one of the obvious things what I believe is always missing from movies is the interaction of the audience. Exactly. Whereas when you can have, quote-unquote control of what's going on in the game, you feel way more connected to the character. And, like, let's say, I don't know, your character dies or your character's friends die, you are connected to them more than a movie. And when it comes to...
Because you played through it.
Yeah, and I think... And I can't remember what person said this, but he goes, you go to a movie, let's say a hero movie, and it's always the same shit. And you go into it knowing that the main protagonist is going to survive.
Yeah.
So all of those tight situations where they're almost about to die, you just know in the back of your mind, well, he or she's the main person, so why the fuck would he die? So it takes away that kind of tense moment. Whereas in game, because you're responsible for it, you're in control. Like, if you die, it's your fault. I feel like you just connect to them more. Yeah, so for me, movies are obsolete when it comes to games. A game can do better at storytelling than any movie, in my opinion.
Well, there is actually a study that I read many, many years ago. It was actually originally it was carried out in like for a magazine. I think it was like ONM, like Official Nintendo Magazine or something like that. But it was basically when Resident Evil the movie came out and Resident Evil the HD remake on the GameCube came out at a similar time, they compared what it was like with a heart rate monitor to watch the movie and then play the game.
That's interesting.
Right? And what they actually found was the heart rate rises more during the game than watching the movie.
Yeah, I guess that proves my point then.
Because they're actually playing themselves.
Exactly, it's the direct link between being involved and then just sitting and watching.
Yes.
Even
exactly.
though a film can be scary, a game will always be scarier because of that feeling of attachment and involvement, because you're directly responsible for what happens to the character.
Mm.
And ever since, like, studies have been made of which brings more feelings of loss and shit like that, a film, like a sad film, or a game which has a particularly, like, heartbreaking moment, and it's always the one that has the direct interaction. So,
Have you guys got a game where it pulls at your heartstrings faster than The Last of Us? Because
yeah.
I don't know, but it can't be a sequel. But like, let's just say for me, The Last of Us, the first 15 minutes of obviously you're playing as Joel and the whole.
One moment, I'm just gonna just mute Dave because.
Yeah.
Oh, has he not done it?
Kyle hasn't played through it, no.
Okay, well, basically, there's a moment in it which is just you're there, and I just remember watching it, going, "Oh, fuck me," and yeah, that specific scene was amazing.
Yeah, Phil keeps saying
there
with the way I play games.
There were numerous moments in that game that had me going, "Oh, fucking hell."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phil's already
Kyle-
said it when I
Kyle,
actually left for.
You're in luck for when you play that game, to be fair, mate.
It's a great game.
You're quite stony at the best of times, but honestly, like, that game will do something to you.
I agree.
Hey, I'm
Like-
emotional. I just don't show it.
It probably won't make you cry. I don't think it will make you cry. Like, but at the very least, there'll be moments where you go, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, there will. Trust me. It brings it out of everyone. There was actually physically a moment in that game where, while sat playing it alone in my fucking bedroom, right, I physically brought my hand up to my mouth and gasped.
And we carry on with Metal Gear. So, I think Kyle, you're the one who started talking about it. So you carry on. What I mean, the fact is, we were going to talk about that a bit more anyway. So
Yeah, it's basically the ending of 3 and 4.
yeah, man.
They're
So
both.
just go for it.
Like the parts in 3 what are emotional, which I won't say because obviously spoilers and stuff like that. And Phil probably knows exactly which one I'm on about.
I do. I know the exact moments that you're on about because they hit me probably in about the same way that they hit you.
Yeah, but then in 4 as well, there's multiple points where they start getting to you, but it's the ending which is the worst because of the way they're doing it. They're cutting scenes together.
They cut scenes together and it'll switch like perspectives between like one character or a set of characters and like other sets of characters.
Yeah.
So you're constantly getting like other people's viewpoints, but at the same point in time.
That's awesome.
So they're all running parallel. And there's a moment like sort of the end of any zombie film where there's like 2 people left and you're like, oh my god, these 2 people need to make it out alive, and then they do.
Yeah.
There's like a moment with 2 people in the ending of Metal Gear Solid 4 where it's like, oh my god, they have to make it out alive, like by any means, and something intervenes obviously that allows that, ensures it, but it's really well done.
Yeah.
Like, props to Kojima, honestly.
Yeah, Kojima, he knows how to pull on the heartstrings of people.
He's a beast at that.
Yeah.
Konami, you fucked up.
He 110% fucked
They really
up.
did.
What a fucking bit of chaos they've got into. And you know when I can't remember which event it was, but when he was coming down the stage and the lights were beaming up behind him, and it was like in Michael Jackson's video where he's walking down the street and the floor lights up.
Yeah.
And he just
Billie
walks
Jean.
out. Yeah, and he just walks out and just goes, "Hello, I'm back," and everyone goes fucking mental. And it's just like, oh, he's such a G. He's such a gangster. I love it.
I mean, you guys heard that, was it the 2015 or 2016 Game
2016.
Awards?
Yeah,
2016.
They banned him.
Yeah, Kojima, was banned from going by Konami.
Really?
Yeah, they won't let him
Yeah.
go. Because they knew he would basically, not meaning to, but he would steal the stage from Konami.
Wow. I did not know
Although,
that.
to be fair, Kojima was basically like the saving grace of Konami.
Yeah, pretty much.
And let's
100%.
look at what Konami have done recently. Pro Evo,
Wow.
which has basically just become another year in, year out FIFA. But not as good, because FIFA get the rights to the team names, Pro Evo doesn't. What else have we got?
Yeah.
We've got the fact that they've stopped doing 2D side-scrolling Castlevania games,
Uh-huh.
which were one half of the Metroidvania subgenre,
Yeah.
in favour of a shitty 3D, well, in some people's opinions, shitty 3D Castlevania, Lords of Shadow.
Never played
Just
it.
because you've got the voice talents of the guy who played Robb Stark in Game of Thrones and Patrick Stewart does not necessarily mean that your game is any good.
True.
No.
And Robert Carlyle, but, still doesn't make your game good.
Nope.
So yeah, they've done away with the things that were doing their company any good, and instead decided to alienate Kojima into leaving and making his own company, which now means that because even though Konami own the rights to Metal Gear Solid, their next Metal Gear Solid game will be shit because it's not Kojima.
Yeah.
What was
right.
it again? It wasn't like a. I can't remember. It was a team-based thing or something. I saw videos of it, the new one, and it got loads of hate. Am I wrong about this? I'm sure I saw something about it.
What, Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, like their next project for Metal Gear.
They're not doing another Metal Gear.
What are we
No,
doing?
there was some sort of weird trailer that came out. It looked like some sort of zombie survival
Yeah,
thing.
No.
That's what I'm on about.
Yeah,
That's
they were
exactly what
calling
I'm
it
on
Metal Gear.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
well, of course, when you've got no ideas, release something that has
Let's
something
just
to do with
nerf the fucking
zombies.
Metal Gear series even more then.
Yeah.
Fuck's
I
sake.
thought I heard something about that.
Just let
But yeah.
the fucking body drop.
And let's not
bodies hit the
forget.
floor.
Let's not forget what Konami did before all of that. PT,
Oh my god.
Silent Hills,
Fucking so good.
the
PT was-
legendary joining between Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro into like one game mind fuck of a masterpiece. Right?
Gone.
Gone. Just in the blink of an eye, just because Konami went, no. I'm
And
sorry, but if ever there was a way to ruin a company, it's that. Everything that Konami are doing right now, that's how you ruin a business.
Yeah.
Just let the Metal Gear Solid body
hell.
drop and make more plans somewhere else.
They're gonna hold on to that, man. They're gonna hold on to that.
The
for
body's
dear
been dead
life.
for years. It's
Hey,
decomposing.
Konami, do another side-scrolling Castlevania. Do it. That'd actually fucking work. They used to make you a lot of money when you did them on the Game Boy Advance and the DS.
Pretty much, yeah. It used to.
Fuck's sake.
I don't know, man. PT.
I bought
was
every single
awesome.
one.
I fucking loved PT.
Oh, PT
It
was
so
brilliant.
good. The amount of times I was going around my friend's house and I'd get everyone to start playing it because I'd be watching a few videos and you'd say like, oh, you do this, and you'll get the ending, and it doesn't work, and you're like, oh fuck, there's different ways of getting the ending, and I just like how it brought people together. Like the internet went mad about it because everyone was trying to work it out.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like it reminds me of like Dark Souls series where you need a bit of community just to help you out find the secrets and all that. You need to do some research about it. PT was fantastic at that, and I think it's one of the scariest games I've played, and it wasn't even a proper game. It was just a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Lewis, my friend, Randy Savage, if you've watched
yes.
the Overcooked video, well, he didn't have his PlayStation 4 at the time that demo came out.
Yeah.
So he actually came over to my old house that I was living in to sit with me and play through it. And we got caught by the ghosty lady.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment that happened, I threw the controller and we just sat next to each other, just grabbed each other and held on for dear life. I'm not even kidding, it was like a Scooby-Doo moment.
That's amazing.
And then the game restarted and we both just turned to each other and went, okay, get off me.
Yeah.
But we just did it subconsciously just because it was that terrifying in
It's
the
so
moment.
good.
Like, fucking hell.
My friend Will, I was with Will last night with Gamers Keep, who's a YouTuber and streamer, who obviously you know, Phil.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said to Will was, when are you going to release a fucking YouTube video? Because he's naturally funny. Like, and the reason I thought this was, we were playing PT at a house party. He went on it, and he literally could not move the analog stick forward to make the person move. Because he's like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't move. And it's just, I've never laughed so hard in my life. So, Will, if you actually hear this, man, you've got to get on that fucking YouTube stuff. He'll go
do
big.
It.
I guarantee he'll go big. He wants me to play Rust with him as well, which I'm going to be doing. So you'll probably hear content from him, from my videos on Rust, but you'll hear him.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's hilarious, man, and I wish he could do it because I just think he'd be big. I really do.
Well, dude, I might be doing some Rust soon as well.
Yeah, man, that's cool with me. I'm totally down with that.
There's some sub-creator chat about a bunch of us taking over a server on Rust.
Yeah.
So I reckon if we all get together and do that and just take over an entire fucking server,
That'd be fun.
I'm going to give a bit of a shout out to Spiderbite
Hype.
right now. Hype, latest addition to like the big boy team in the sub creators group.
Big boys.
Yeah, he's joined us at the adult table.
You're not an adult.
Basically, he and I have said that when we do this takeover of a server on Rust, he and I are going to be the two that just hold rocks like the entire time, and he's going to name his. Oh shit! I can't remember what he was going to call his, but he said to me like, "You should definitely call yours Dwayne Johnson."
Oh, fuck's
Yeah.
sake. I understand why Dave's at the adult table, but why are you at the adult table?
Because I was there in the beginning. So
Yeah, it was me, Phil, and Daddy Burke.
Yeah.
It was free.
We founded that group.
Dave, I'm trying
We're
to
the
don't back him
original
up.
founders.
I'm trying to insult him.
No, dude, Kyle, shut up. Just no, it's not going to happen. No, like Dave, Daddy Burke, and I were the three that actually made the group in the first place. Like, and I could not be proud of where the group is right now.
I was just generally trying to do a dig at you though. Didn't work.
Yeah, I know you were, you dick.
No, it failed. It's weird though, like, because Daddy Burke is the guy who does all the technical stuff with it all, and I know Snellen does it too. But
shout out to Snell. Woo!
Snellen. For us, like I'm just a person who jumps in, has a bit of fun, makes sure, and I drop some knowledge sometimes and shit. But like, I'm not a technical wizard like those guys, so it would not be growing as much as it is if it wasn't for those guys.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate
definitely.
those, and it's cool to see everyone growing from it. I just love it. I think it's really cool what we've done.
Talking about technical stuff, I've had to actually fix my PC this week.
Oh, go on.
I had, obviously, I've got a solder and stuff at work.
Yeah.
I had to take my motherboard out and take it to work and fix it.
Oh, fucking hell. For anyone that doesn't know, Kyle is, I'm not going to say electrical engineer,
Government.
because technically you need a degree to be able to be an electrical engineer. Kyle is an electrical technician. So he works with electronics, but apparently not in the same way that someone that has a degree
Yep.
in engineering would. So it's really fucking weird because of the technicality of the fact that he hasn't been to university to get a degree in it. He can't do the same job as someone else.
Even though I'm doing the same job as someone else.
Exactly.
That's so interesting.
Like, Kyle, ever since he was younger, like, even though I didn't know you when you were, like, that young,
Yeah.
for example, but I have heard stories of it, and I have seen what you do, he loves to get shit, like electrical stuff, take it apart to find out exactly what's going on inside it, and then put it back together and go, yeah, alright then, I know how to make one of those.
That's awesome.
And it's not that I can do it. I need to do it technically. It's like a
Like a compulsion.
But it's a
yeah. I have a
compulsion, yeah.
compulsion. Like if I see something what I like the look of, I need to figure out how it works.
That's it. That's really cool, though. That's like a super cool thing to do.
Phil won't let me anywhere near an iPhone.
No, not my fucking iPhone.
That's funny.
He just says to me, like, oh, Phil, can I take your iPhone apart? And I'm like, fuck off. I kind of have to use this. And it
funny.
costs me money. No.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was about your old one though. You won't let me take your old one apart.
Oh, yeah, but to be fair, because I'm planning on, like, repairing that and selling it. So, yeah, my old iPhone fucking died the death. But I'm like, I know I can get it fixed. And then when I get it fixed, I can sell it for basically the price it'll cost to get it fixed. If
Yeah.
not a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't want Kyle to take it apart just in case then when I go to try and get it fixed, they go,
Warranty.
you've already taken this apart.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, they know it. They have loads of different ways of telling that. It's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
well,
how
yeah.
that
it's
happens.
literally like it's just like I've got a compulsion to do stuff. Like when I'm at
Yeah.
Phil's house, he keeps an eye on me in case I wander off.
Yeah, there's a lot of electrical shit in my house, and if Kyle just wanders off, one piece of it is going to be taken apart and then put back together again so meticulously that I wouldn't be able to tell it had been taken apart in the first place if I didn't keep such a close eye on everything.
That's funny.
It's
That's
weird.
awesome.
But going back to what we do in the sub creators group, my main sort of thing for the group is audio. So I like show up to a lot of people's streams and stuff like that and give them advice on like sound check, like level sound checks and stuff like that.
Oh, right, yeah,
I give
yeah.
them advice on how better to work their audio. Like earlier tonight, Dave, you heard me rambling on about fucking compressing, using compression filters and stuff like that on audio to make it sound a bit better. Like because I did music, like it's not what I did as a subject or anything at school or college or anything, but I play music in my spare time. That's what I do, and because of all that, I learn a lot about amplifiers and effect pedals. I learn all about acoustics and shit like that. Like I understand like the musical like and acoustic physics in my room so well, but lack the money to be able to improve them.
That must be really frustrating, man.
It is. I know
I
for a
can
fact.
imagine that.
All it would need is for me to buy some acoustic foam and just stick it up in certain spots around my room, and that'd be it. My acoustic problems in here would be solved.
Yeah.
But
It's
I can't afford to do it.
It's like me with the electronical stuff, but with Phil with like audio. I've literally been looking at stuff, and I'm like, Phil, I'm ready. He's like, okay, give me like 15 minutes to figure out the audio. I'm just like,
Yeah, I work the levels. I try and work them so precisely that anyone else would just be going, that's fine. But I'm like, no, this can be
ridiculous.
fine-tuned a little bit more.
It's pretty funny
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
record with Phil, because he will literally sit there for about... He goes, right, we'll start recording this time. Half an hour later, he's still trying to figure out the audio.
That happens all the time. I find that with
And-
when recording and all that kind of shit too.
But
when
it
I'm
still
recording
sounds
videos.
brilliant when after he's like found the right moment.
And
Yeah.
what you've essentially done there, Kyle, is blacklisted me off being collaborated with by
No.
any YouTuber
No,
because
no.
of how fussy I am.
No, the thing is though, with the way you do it, mate, it makes it sound better. Like you've helped me with my mic multiple times because you actually like you've heard feedback and stuff like that, and you've
Yeah.
explained stuff to me. Like if it wasn't down to Phil helping me with the audio when I first started recording, I wouldn't have started recording because literally every word I said you would hear echo at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
and it was until Phil would help me like figure out the audio and stuff like that, and like the echo in my room, that it would cut down.
I'm getting quite into. Let's say I'm watching anyone in YouTube. Let's say Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. I'm watching the videos, but I'm also like, if they do something really cool, like a zoom in or transition or an edit, I'm actually looking at it going, how the fuck do they do that? I'm not just enjoying the video, but I'm like, I'm just thinking, oh shit, there's a how I want to do that. I want to know how to do that.
Yeah.
In a certain way to make my own channel better.
Have you like? I know you showed me this recently, like Adobe Premiere. Are you actually using that now? Or is that still just like a sort of trial thing that you're doing?
As in what I use to
edit your videos,
edit the podcast, or
no?
Well, I'm just.
Oh
saying,
wait, no,
like,
that's After Effects. That's After Effects. Right now, I'm using.
If you were to use Adobe Premiere to edit your videos, I could show you exactly how to do all that.
Yeah. I'll
Wow.
definitely. It's definitely the next step. Right now, I want to just keep in the habit of. Right now, I'm in a really nice habit of record, edit, post, and it's like it's really a good routine I'm getting into right now. So yeah.
Well, if you do start using Adobe Premiere as like your full-time sort of editing suite, I can show you exactly how to do your zooms, stuff like that, and how to.
That's exactly what I need to look at.
Text overlays and have animated text overlays and stuff like that. I've taught myself how to do all of that.
Yeah,
so.
I definitely love that. So yeah, we'll go for it anyway.
Phil's talked to me about that, and you've obviously heard how simple I am at times.
Yeah.
I honestly, when it comes to like the technical side of like videos or like sound engineering shit like that, I could just go on about it for hours, but people would just be sat there going, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. But
so anyway, sorry, we went off on a massive tangent.
You dull it down for some people though as well to help them figure it out better.
I do try, just because like even though I understand like the technical aspects of it all, like I appreciate that not everyone else does.
Yeah, so and you dull it down to help people understand it easier. That's the good thing about you being like.
It's a similar thing what we both do in the Support Creators Discord stuff, because like for me, that's why we've made a specific question section, because everyone's in the same boat, and me and Gamers Keep were talking about this last night, like. Everyone's in that same boat where we're all trying to figure it out how to grow our channels. None of us actually know the secrets.
Yeah.
So what we try and do is provide little hints of what we're doing to help grow our videos and all that kind of thing.
And work together.
So like for me, I work on more of the strategy of how to get out there, interact with people and all that kind of thing. Phil will be doing the audio stuff, and then you got Daddy Burke who's doing all the technical stuff when it comes to bots on Twitch and all that kind of thing. So it's a real nice collaboration we've got right now, which is really cool. And again, that's why we wanted to make sure with the Support Creatives group, where it's not just a case of post your shit, we'll view it if we can and all that. It's like, no, if you actually want some advice, guys, we're not the best at it because we're not the masters, but we'll tell you what we know, what we've learnt through our experience, if you would. So
and we'll share the insight that we have that you might not necessarily have yourself.
And it might not work. It might not work for everyone. It might work for me, but it might not work for other people. And it's the same thing with, let's say, videos. Like how I do my videos might not be how other people do their videos. And it's not a case of you should do it our way. It's a case of this is our way of doing it. This is how we do it. It's helping us sort out somehow. If you want to listen to it,
if it doesn't work for you, then
that's
fair
it.
enough. But at least then, if you try it out, you might learn some new techniques.
Yeah, exactly.
Like anything like that.
And it's just those little tiny details make a massive difference. And yeah, that's the biggest thing.
True that.
Yeah, speaking of which, actually, with questions and all that,
sorry, I'm going to cut out.
I was going to go on to this actually earlier. But yeah, like it was good that we finished off that little chat about the Sub Creators group, because like there's a lot of people doing a lot of great work in there. And obviously, I'd love to be able to shout each and every single one of them out, but
too many.
yeah, there are too many, and we will eventually. Like, we are considering the possibility of having guests on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then we can talk to more people, and we can get like their experiences and feedback and stuff like that, and it's more energy added in, and blah 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 blah, which is really fun. I really like the idea of that. and then plus it means that we four get to sit down and like hear someone else's like takes on
Story.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And like even the shit that we've been talking about and discussing, we get to hear their take on it.
Which
So
is perfect.
like to me, that's really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
The fact that people are willing to be up for that, like after only 2 episodes of the podcast.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
I
nice.
found that really cool.
Yeah, Gamers Keep definitely wants to get in on this, and he's got an amazing personality too, and he's really intelligent, and his mindset towards YouTube and Twitch and how he wants to go about it's really, really good. So, and again, it's going to help us all out in the end.
Intelligent probably doesn't bode well for us apart from James.
I am intelligent, I just don't use it.
We all have intelligence at a certain point, and it all depends on what your
Can we
thing is. Like
actually
my
use it?
intelligence is maybe in, I don't know, self improvement, in mental abilities and all that kind of thing.
Hashtag Monday mindset.
Yeah, I know. I need to get back on that. People actually want me to do that again, so I need to get back on that shit.
That's
And
why I was
then-
dropping the fucking hashtag, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm one of
And
those
then-
people.
And yeah, I need to get back on that. And I need to get back on loads of things, to be fair. But yeah, it's definitely everything's heading in the right direction. It's really nice that everyone who's listening to this, and obviously you guys, you're on the same journey, if you would. And it's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the thing. So I think we need to go to questions, everyone.
Well, I have one here.
I have nil pois.
Yeah, no worries.
Nil pois. From Nikki, aka at Dainty Destroyer on Twitter, to all of us. Biggest fear, and she says mine's definitely clowns.
Clowns.
So what about you guys? I mean, like I know for a fact, like I have 2 that are pretty bad. One of which I actually had to deal with the other day in work, which is
Interesting.
pretty horrific for me.
You
It was,
obviously need to tell that story, but
Yeah.
James, Carl, you go first because
Go on, yeah,
you know what me and Phil are like. We'll be fucking talking forever. So
Well,
you guys go first.
I'll let Cookie go first because it's difficult for me to figure out what's the like worst.
Yeah.
Mine's tight spaces, but only when I'm like properly enclosed.
Really?
So it's like lifts I can deal with, but anything smaller than that, and that's when I have trouble.
Oh, so like Isle of Man way back when, and they did that little like tunneling thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. that was
Wow.
bad. Yeah.
That's. How about if you're in an elevator? How about if there was loads of people in the elevator? As
Yeah,
in,
I couldn't. I would just not get in it.
yeah.
In fact, I do that a lot at work as well. Like
You do that in
if it's-
crowds.
Yeah, I hate crowds. Not part of it.
That's the reason why you stand behind me going through a crowd.
Yeah, 'cause you just plough through, so I can just follow you wake.
To be fair,
Like
I
a snowplow.
No, I don't give a single fuck. I'll walk through people.
Yeah.
I hate crowds for a different reason. I hate crowds when it's like, a busy city centre, and then you've got 2 people in front of you
Walking really slow.
that are walking really slow.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
if they've got a pushchair or something, and they just stop in the fucking middle,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh my god, move!
Yeah.
You were holding up a queue of people anyway.
Don't
Just
worry,
stand
just-
to the friggin' side.
Just stop and have a conversation with yourself. Don't worry about it.
yeah, I know.
I know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
about.
Yeah, for me, it's not a fear; it's just a hatred of
You
it.
got any other fears, Cooker?
Nah, just that one.
Go on, Kyle.
I've got technically 2,
Yeah, go
Go
for it,
on.
man.
but one of them I would rather not discuss because it's to do with my mental state.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
And Phil and James know that fear because I've told them multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my other fear is, it's not darkness. It's the things in the darkness.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That's a very
not
common
being
one.
able to know what's in the dark.
No, like I can walk around in the pitch black, in the house or anything like that. I can walk around; it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But then it's, what if there's something in the darkness watching me?
Yeah.
That's very common if you didn't know, because obviously when we were if you believe in evolution, obviously we were brought up on when it's dark you've got to be aware of what's going on around you, because obviously animals could fucking hunt you and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's very much in your
A
DNA
primal
anyway.
sort of thing.
That's literally like
Yeah.
the biggest fear is literally
Yeah.
not darkness, but the things in the darkness.
Yeah.
And then the
Big.
other one is.
You don't have to say that other one if you don't
No,
want to,
fuck
man.
it. I'll just say it out loud.
Go for it.
I have anger problems and I black out and stuff like that.
Yes, you told me.
And my fear is that I hurt people,
Yeah.
That's yeah.
but I don't
that's-
remember hurting them.
Right. As in, you don't want that to happen. You're scared of that to happen.
Yes,
Like that
like-
point.
yeah.
Yes,
like
I'm with
James and Phil have seen it when I blacked out,
you. Yeah.
and I've come to and I've said, have I hurt anyone, have I hit anyone, or anything like that? Because
Interesting.
I am physically afraid of finding out that I've done damage to people.
That's very
Yeah,
interesting.
like I remember once actually when you blacked out around me, and then you came to while we were sat playing Diablo,
Yeah,
and you're like, "Oh my god!" Like I just came back. Like, did anything happen? I was like, "Yeah, I'm completely fine." You all took a bit of a beating though. Like, because Kyle literally at one point in the night just stood up from the sofa, walked into the corridor, punched the wall, and then just came back and went, "Okay." And that was it. That was it until he came to. It was like, all right.
and I
Well, I won't mention that.
Yeah, I don't realise I've done this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go on, Dave. What's your biggest fear?
Mine's super cheesy, man. It's more of a fear of heights than anything. I don't really fear that much, but you know when you see those videos of people skydiving, or you know, actually, you ever seen those people where they climb on the top of buildings and they're jumping across like beams and all that kind of shit?
Like
where you can
parkour.
not just parkour, but just idiots at the top of a building where they're just walking out. And they can
Not,
literally
not parkour, just idiots.
Yeah, just idiots. Like, there's no skill to it. Just climbing up and then looking down.
I know
And,
what
you
you're
can-
talking
about.
about.
and it's a case of like they all. I saw one as well where this fucking stupid ass fucking relationship where the husband, the boy and girl were holding hands, and the boy was holding his girlfriend's hand and lowering her off the edge of a fucking skyscraper. And it was like a trust exercise kind of thing. And I just thought, just fucking drop her. If you're going to do that, just fucking drop her anyway, because eventually you are going to fuck up.
I know
And-
exactly what you're on about.
And like even every time, even just talking about it right now, I get sweaty palms. Like I just, and the thing is, because I'm scared of heights. Oh, not scared of heights. Like it's a very rational.
Is it the
fear.
falling?
No, not the falling. The landing is what I'm scared of.
Oh, right, okay.
But that's one of the reasons why I want to do skydiving, because it's a case of
Face your fear.
you're scared all the way to the top. And Emily's skydiver. What the fuck's it?
Skydove.
Skydove, is that the word?
Skydived?
Skydived.
it might be
Yes,
skydived.
skydived.
Yeah.
Skydived.
Best.
She skydived, and she just says, "You're shit scared going up. You're shit scared just before you go, and as soon as you get pushed out, that's it. You have no more fear." And I want that experience. So
I can imagine that being the case.
yeah, and
Yeah.
but yeah, heights. It's a rational fear of heights, not like I can. It's not a case of I look out my bedroom window and I'm shaking like mad. It's a case of I could easily die from this point. That's mine. So it's a rational fear, not an irrational fear.
Well, moving on to mine, like the first of my two is quite similar to yours. It's not a fear of heights, it's a fear of falling. Right? So I could happily go skydiving, I can happily go on roller coasters and shit like that because I'm secure, I know that there's a safe way to the ground and shit like that. But if I climb a pair of ladders, I fucking brick it.
Really?
Yeah, so like yesterday in work, well, not yesterday when this actually comes out, but yesterday prior to recording this, I actually had to climb up this really tall pair of ladders to hang some signs from the ceiling in work. And obviously hanging signs, like massive signs from the ceiling, means no hands on the ladder.
Yeah.
And because I was having to go up to like the top rung of the ladders, of a pair of like 7 foot high ladders, you can't really steady it when you're that high up on them.
I know exactly what Phil's on about.
Yeah, so like you're basically just having to stand and hope that you keep your balance without looking down and look up and hang stuff from the ceiling even though you know, like, you sort of look up and you have to lean backwards a little bit to hang it up. And you sort of start to feel it in your back, and you're like, shit, I'm leaning backwards here. Why am I leaning backwards this high up on these ladders that no one's holding? And there are still customers in. So all it takes is one of them to just walk past and brush it, and I'm gone.
I'm getting sweaty palms.
Yeah, mate, I was having to do that, not once, 8 friggin' times.
God.
I came down, like, from the last one, I was pale-faced, my stomach was churning, I just looked at one of my colleagues and went, I'm going to take these ladders downstairs now. Once I've taken them downstairs, I'm going to throw up and I'm going to cry. Just because I literally had to deal with that. One of my biggest fears in work yesterday. That was horrid.
That's funny.
And then the other one, which... Because that's a fairly rational fear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, like, if I'm safe and secure, heights aren't a problem. If for any reason I have to go, right, my gravity and my state of being is now no longer in my hands... because it's literally just my feet, and if someone happens to brush past these ladders at high speed, right? My other one is a completely irrational fear, which comes up a lot in games. And that fear is shit that shouldn't moving
yeah.
when you're not looking at it.
Mannequins kind of thing, and
Sort of. Like, mannequins don't really bother me. But if you put a mannequin there and I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a mannequin. And then if I turn around and then turn back to that mannequin and it's closer towards me, I will shit my pants.
yeah. So I'm thinking the Resident Evil 7 mannequins in the cellar.
Oh yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like that. But I'm thinking more along the lines of SCP containment breach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that first SCP that you encountered, the one that fucking follows you when you're not looking at it.
What a weird fucking.
And the
thing
moment
that
you
was.
look at it and blink, and it's closer, like up in your face, and you're like, "Get the fuck away from me
Yeah.
before I shit on you and myself."
There's a lot of games actually with that basic gameplay mechanics.
Yeah,
I was watching
yeah.
Funhouse
Do you want to
play.
know one that I tried to play?
Go on.
Like last year, Craven Manor.
Craven Manor. I
Yeah,
don't know what that one is. I don't
that's
think.
terrible.
I might know.
That is terrible.
I know
but
something
yeah.
what would freak Phil out a lot then. The angels from Doctor Who.
There we go.
Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna say.
yeah.
Yeah,
The Weeping
yeah.
Angels. I already know that.
Oh, Craven. Yeah, with the. Yes, I've seen
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
They're the thing that
mannequins.
freaks Phil out a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of those kind of games in VR, and I've got my brother has got a Vive, and I'm trying to convince him to let me use it for my channel, because there's a one game where you have to keep your eye on the clowns, and if you look away, they start crawling towards you. But there's multiple ones at different angles, so you have to look like sort of. You have to look at one person while the other one runs at you. So then you have to look back, and it's like a real horrible bit of management what you gotta do.
Yeah.
If you ever invite me down to do a VR video, I'm going to be immediately suspicious
Good.
and bring several bricks.
Yep.
I'll come too just so I can laugh at him.
God, no.
It won't be recorded for YouTube. It'll just be for our own personal pleasure.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I got you.
Sorry, no.
Dave, I knew you were thinking. I got you.
Yeah.
If you're going to subject me to that shit, it needs to be for YouTube.
Yeah. But yeah, VR games do that a lot, and some games are fucking really good. I think there's one as well. I think it's called not Stay Together, Stay Away or something like that. I'll find it in 2 seconds actually. Fun House. Stay close.
Shout out to Funhouse.
Funhouse hype. Stay close. Stay close is a fucking very scary game. And
I've heard of that actually. Yeah.
it's just game mechanics and again micromanaging what's going on. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. I think it's awesome personally.
Well,
We're
talking about one more fear. I've got one more fear.
Go for it, man.
Go on.
Ventriloquist dummies.
Really? Wow.
Interesting.
That's
Because when I was little, I watched Goosebumps.
Oh, what a great fucking show that was. Oh no.
And
I
it was
think I know the one that you're talking about.
I know
when the
what you're on about.
ventriloquist dummies trying to attack people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my
Yeah.
dad used to own a ventriloquist dummy. What used to look like the one from Goosebumps.
Nice.
So, you and James obviously know what my dad's like. My dad's way of making himself laugh is like mine, at other people's expenses.
Yeah.
So, his 6-year-old son's asleep at night. So he sneaks into his son's room and puts the dummy on the chair, staring at his son. His son wakes up.
Awesome.
His son wakes up and goes, "That wasn't there when I went to sleep, but oh well." I fall back asleep. He sneaks back into my room and moves the dummy closer to me.
Oh, amazing.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be like that.
And
I'm
slowly
pretty
and
sure.
slowly and slowly throughout the night, I keep waking up because I keep thinking something's in my room, and the dummy keeps moving closer and closer.
It's
the
called
fa-
it's called Night of the Living Dummy, by the way.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one.
Goosebumps. He
Yeah.
walks, he stalks.
And
So,
then
yeah.
the final one was basically I woke up and my dad was hid next to my bed with his hand
Holding
inside
the
the
dummy
his, hand inside of the dummy. And when I opened my eyes, I'm like, "What the?" And he actually spoke in the dummy's voice, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
He basically went, but the words said were, "I'm here for your soul," and I freaked the fuck out. I jumped out of my bed. I ran into my dad's room. My dad wasn't there. I started crying, and he came out my room laughing, and then he realised what he had done.
He scarred you for life.
He
bless him.
scarred me for life.
God.
And now you realise what you've just done, Kyle. You've just announced that to the world that are probably going to send you a never-ending stream of dummy pictures.
I was
That's
really
fine.
tempted to I was really tempted to post a lot of things in the Discord chat then, but
No,
Yeah.
because I've got over that fear now. But it's
Oh, that's all right then.
it's a major fear I used to have when I was younger
interesting. That's
because
so
of that
interesting.
one night when my dad scared me. It was like not till like the age of 9 I realised that it's a fucking dummy. It can't hurt me.
Yeah, the rational side kicks in, but
Yeah.
then you have the croc brain, the oldest part in the brain development, and that will literally be fear based. All your fear comes from that part of your brain.
Yeah.
And that's what happens first. You always get that instant reaction first, and then you rationalise it.
Yeah,
It's,
I think that might be another reason why my natural reaction to fear is thump it.
Yep. That is Kyle's response. Like, never try and jump scare Kyle because he just punches.
I swing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's a good thing I'm a martial artist then for 16 years. I'll be fine.
Yeah, no.
Should we
Yeah,
move
go
on
on.
to the questions?
Yeah, go
Yes. So just
Because
as
Dave has a bunch.
I
Yeah.
do.
I
Some
did
people have
notice
asked.
a question on. I can't remember whose video it was from the last one though.
On mine, maybe.
It might be yours or Phil's.
I'll check now.
Yeah, I was just about to say, shout out to everyone who tweeted to me today, because I basically posted a tweet 30-40 minutes before we started the podcast, just saying, holy hell, keep the questions coming. Oh, sorry, not that one. I asked, I'm about to say that's the second one. I said,
Yeah.
recording the CJ podcast in about 30 minutes, but we need some questions, so ask us anything you want. And loads of people jumped on board, which is really cool. Shall we do quick fire questions, because there's a fucking bunch of them.
It's on
Yeah,
yours, Phil.
also, shout out to Dave's nearly 3,000 followers on Twitter. Why don't you come follow me?
It's on yours. It's on your video, Phil.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look through, actually.
Sure. Well, what I was going to say is,
Go on.
with these questions, let's do it in a certain order. So we'll go, because it's on the fucking Discord of mine at least, we'll go James, Kyle, Phil, me. Is that cool?
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah?
Okay.
And then because then
Discord
it's
order.
easy.
Do it.
Yeah. So, first question from Nikki Dainty Destroyer, as you already know. Biggest pet peeve? Go.
I've got a few.
yeah.
I don't know. Probably it's like bad spelling when there's no need for it.
yeah, I'm with you. Text
Good one.
talk. Yeah.
Crowds.
Kyle. Crowds? That's... Phil?
Mine's very similar. Crowds just randomly stopping in front of you. Annoys me.
Mine is hypocrisy.
Yeah, okay.
Like, how can I say it? Let's say someone who goes to the gym, then leaves the gym and then starts lighting up a cigarette. It's like, no.
Okay, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for me. Or, yeah, I just don't like hypocrisy. That's my biggest thing. So that's that one. So then Stephanie Nicole, sorry. If you could choose one breed of dog, what would it be?
Shiba.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, by the way, everyone who's listening, I'm going to be posting up pictures of every single one of them. Yeah. But yeah, Huskies are adorable.
Yeah, mine's Husky as well.
Funnily enough, mine's Husky too.
Like I nearly got a 2-year-old Husky before I got my 6-week-old Jack Russell.
Mm.
But,
That's cool.
It's the
Jack
eyes.
Russell was 6 weeks
eyes
old
for
and a
me.
pup.
Yeah. Bella, Tinybox Tim 24. What is your real name? Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Say it.
James, we use our real names anyway.
Yeah, I know.
James, Kyle, Dave, and Phil.
No,
There
my
we go,
real name is
sorry.
Boris. No, it's
I'm trying to work out who actually
my
wrote this
real
one.
name is Alvin Yakatori, actually.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I've always thought I look more like a George than a David.
fair
I
enough.
don't know fucking what. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Nah, you suit Dave to me.
That's
Too
fine, man.
much.
Dave. I'm trying to work out who actually sent this because this is from the supported creators Twitter, but I know some of the founders have access to it, and it is: have you ever been in a threesome? The good kind. My answer is no, by the way.
Yeah, so's mine.
No.
No comment.
No's all around.
No comment.
I know for a fact Kyle's answer there.
No
I'm
comment.
not going to say it.
Is
No
he left hand
comment.
and right hand? Is he left hand and right hand?
No.
No.
It was,
You can't go into detail about that.
yeah, just no comment on that. It's up to your imagination at home
No comment.
what we actually mean, but no comment.
Yeah, we've already
Yeah.
asked this one before. This from Rabbi. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I really feel it bad, but Jebel or Jebel. Which unreleased games are you most excited for? I know we've already answered this in our first podcast, but if we can do a quick fire, that'd be awesome.
Breath of the Wild.
For Honoured. No.
Breath of the Wild.
I'm slowly going towards Breath of the Wild now, and I've not even played Zelda. I've not even played it. What inspired you to start YouTube? We've also answered that one before.
Quickfire?
Yeah, go for it.
James?
Sorry, what was that question?
What inspired you to start YouTube?
That
mean,
one's not started, so... You know.
Yeah, but I mean, you've done a couple.
Shut that out of the park there, James.
No, it's true, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
there's no real inspiration. I just decided to try it, and
Yeah.
it's not worked so far. So
Phil
It's
told
all
me
good,
to.
man. Give it time.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
What, my turn?
It's my turn. And my
go
thing
on.
is Phil told me to.
Fair enough. Mine is Game Grumps and Markiplier.
Yeah, mine's a big free PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. So yeah, they're just awesome. And again,
Yeah.
I like their style. So Game Grumps, by the way, I still prefer JonTron's era. I do love Dan. I love Dan, but when I go back to JonTron's era, I like JonTron. I just like JonTron so much. So yeah, if you ever hear that,
Now you see, right?
We said quickfire.
Sorry. I'm not gay or anything, right? But Dan, this also applies to Mark as well. Actually, if you ever want like a guy that you can hang out with and play games with and kiss and finger each other's bums,
I was about to say,
mate, I'm your man.
You said quickfire, and now Phil's going into his sexuality.
well, he's talking about quickfire for them, wasn't he? Hey,
True.
dirty
he would.
bastard.
Quick, find my finger in the
But
bum.
Oh god. Right. Anyway, Kimmy Cat. Moving swiftly on. What do you do or have interest in outside of YouTube?
Ooh.
I work.
That's not. Is that an interest though? That's what I mean. Like,
Well, my biggest interest is playing video games, so
yep.
Video
I
games.
guess that's the answer.
Music for me. I love playing and listening to music and going to gigs and shit.
I'm obsessed with martial arts and MMA. So yeah, MMA, YouTube, and yeah,
Well,
that's basically it.
Mine's video games and taking things apart, which I'm not allowed to do most of the time.
Yeah. Kyle, stay away from my fucking phone.
I've got a few multiple questions from people. This is a fucking hard one, and I don't know how to answer it, and I don't know if you guys are going to be answering it. So, Panda Gamer Girl says, "What would your YouTube name be if it wasn't?" Well, for me, it'd be Whiskey in a Jam Jar. As in, if it wasn't Whiskey in a Jam Jar, if it wasn't obviously your YouTube handles, what would you name it?
No idea.
Yeah,
Snow Heartless.
Nice.
that's
Probably call mine like Bell End Plays.
Bell End Plays. Yeah,
But Snow Heartless goes back to a couple of things what James knows about from years ago.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea. Like, because I'm so fucking. I just love my name, so I can't. I put instead of Whiskey in the Jam Jar, I put Whiskey in the JJ as a YouTube handle. That's it.
You could have said Gin in a Jam Jar.
Gin? No, because I don't like
Vodka
gin.
in a jam jar. Wine in a jam jar. You fucking love wine.
Nah.
There we go.
Whiskey is and remember, Whiskey in the Jam Jar is a play on from Metallica's one of my favourite
Whiskey in
Metallica.
the jar.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
And
that.
also Thin Lizzy.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah.
This is a good one actually. Where would you all live if you didn't live in the UK or England?
Anywhere in which what would accept me?
I hadn't thought about
Very,
that.
very few places in the world anymore.
I
I know where I would.
Canada
I
for
know
me,
where I'd
man.
live. Like, if it was an option and shit like that, and because I've already said, like, if my YouTube channel took off to a point where I could do this, California,
California.
YouTube main headquarters.
It is YouTube main headquarters.
Like,
yes.
I mean, think of all the resources you'd have access to there. Like, it's just the best place to be for it.
yeah.
Well, one of anyway.
If you're definitely YouTube driven, as in a YouTube
Yeah.
career driven, yeah, that's the
California
biggest
is
place.
probably the
But
place.
for me, I'd like to go to Canada. I'd love to go.
Yeah. Like,
New
You're
Zealand.
gonna have to let me know how that goes, man.
oh
it'd be
well, I'll
cool.
let you know what it's like over there.
It'll be New
Um,
Zealand. I would want to go live in,
Oh, not bad.
New Zealand's beautiful.
and it's peaceful.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd like an isolated sort of place.
Mm.
I wouldn't want to go to New York or any of those big giant places. Just don't know. Right, Autumn or Melon Joy. If you could be an animal, what would it be? And also, the second one, what would you do if you found out today was your last day alive? Fuck me, that's a bit different. That's a bit of a contrast, isn't it?
No, wait,
Well,
James, go first because you're in the listening Discord.
Animal cat because he can laze around and get away with it.
Nice.
And if it was the last day, I'd probably just play all the games I have.
Nice. That's
Honestly.
awesome.
Wolf because they're beautiful anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And last day on Earth, go murder the people I hate.
No fucking hell.
That sounds about right.
That's amazing.
I can't die, so
Yeah, fuck it.
If I could be an animal, I'd be one of those like insanely ripped kangaroos. Right, and here's the thing: is because I know that there's going to be a fucking image of that on the podcast.
There'll be a
so
gif
Dave,
of the guy put. It's either
your
going to be
Google
image
search
of.
history is now going to contain ripped kangaroo.
It'll either be a kangaroo flexing or the guy punching the kangaroo in the
Yeah.
face. That's
No,
what's going to
the
happen.
kangaroo flexing.
All
Gotta
right.
be that.
All right,
Last day on Earth,
I
Phil?
promise you.
And what would
Um,
I do if today was my last day alive? I would probably actually try and get my vocal cords swapped with Patrick Stewart's just for one day. Just so for my last day alive, I
Hello
would
there,
sound like
Lois.
Patrick Stewart.
Hello, Lois.
hello,
This is Patrick
Lois.
Stewart. Yes, this is
I'm
Peter
Patrick
here.
Stewart.
go on.
So go on, Dave. What yours? Go on.
It goes with if the my favourite animal. I'd love to be a penguin. Just because you look,
Oh yeah.
you look cool all the time. You're wearing a fucking
You're super
tuxedo
fly.
all the time. But, yeah, they can swim fast and that's about it. And it'd be cold, but yeah, penguins are cool. Penguins are cool. That or a lion.
No, you
But-
can choose one animal.
Penguin,
Penguin.
man, just because they're cool. You know what? It's like Dark Souls. It's fashion first before
Yeah.
anything else. So yeah, the penguin. Last day on Earth. It'd be family. Just spend time with my family. That's literally it. Like
Cheers,
or
guys.
friends
Make
and
me out to be
family.
a psychotic bastard. Cheers.
And yeah, it's all right, mate. Yeah, friends, family, I'd love to get really drunk with your
Yeah.
friends and family. Like that'd be the big thing.
It'd be like the big blowout sort of thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just like the proper last hurrah sort of thing.
And this
Oh,
is
this
where,
is-
this is
it-
where
this
the
is a
police
cool
come into
question.
Kyle's house and arrest him for saying he'll murder people.
You gotta keep you locked in now, like just in case. Hang on a second. If you, this one's a good one. From Gaming Goddess 1 or in fact Stephanie still. If you had to choose one, which one would you choose? A unicorn, a dragon, or a centaur?
Fucking.
Wait,
Go on,
wait.
James first. Go on.
What was it? Unicorn, dragon, or centaur?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon.
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 centaurs are cool, man. Why you
Dragons
guys-
breathe fire. Fuck
I
your
know,
centaur.
yeah, but
Fly.
like, have you never watched Step Brothers? There's a bit in Step Brothers where. Oh wait, is it? Wait, which one's the one where it's half man, half horse?
That's a centaur.
Centaur.
Okay, that's cool. I've got it right then. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
but
a bit in-
Dave.
It's a dragon.
Dragons breathe fire. Hello, Findus.
They can fly.
I know, but it just looks so cool.
They can
To be
fly.
fair, I'm a bit biased because I've been reading a book series where a dragon is a main character, so...
That's
Yeah.
pretty hype, actually.
know.
No, I'm going centaur. I've just got to have
That's
it.
fine. We'll just pick
Centaur
you with a dragon and
centaur
top you from behind.
with a bow and arrow. With a bow and arrow. Have you ever watched Step
Yeah.
Brothers?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a scene in it where it's I can't remember his bloody name, but he's a centaur and the girl who he's getting with is a centaur too, and they're just talking weird language. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Dude, we have so much more room for activities.
Fuck's sake.
Boom! Ah!
Oh god, I killed him.
Another question.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah, next question.
If you had $1 million or pounds, what would you do with it?
I'm going to give the boring, sensible answer and say I'd save it.
Oh, I knew it. I knew you'd say that.
Because, like you said, he's the sensible one. Hire an assassin to kill Donald Trump.
Oh!
Pretty sure that's already on the table for a lot of people anyway, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry, no,
I
I
would
forgot it. I got it wrong.
stupidly-
I'll get it to kill Theresa May.
Oh.
I don't think
Probably,
she's that bad.
probably less is necessary, but alright. I would do the stupid thing and spend it all on alcohol.
Fair enough.
Jesus, that's a lot of
Yeah.
drinking.
Not
Dude,
really.
it's not just
Have
for
you
me,
seen
it's
Phil
for
drink?
everyone that I know. We'd all have a massive party.
Have you seen me and Phil drink?
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think now because you guys all said that, and I go for the really cheesy stuff. Like, I make sure I buy mum and dad a brand new house. I buy my dad a new Harley Davidson because he sold his to fund my martial arts.
Jesus.
So I'd definitely buy that.
I'm joking.
And
I
then
won't murder people.
I'd go touring around the world.
I'm joking.
yeah.
I wouldn't hire an assassin.
Oh,
I would literally probably just give my mum and dad money so they could both actually own their own houses.
They do it for free, mate. Anyway, they'd assassinate him for free, so you don't have to pay him anyway.
Yeah, no, but it's literally like, obviously, your parents raise you and stuff like that. Even though sometimes I don't get on with some of my parents, I would still give them money so they could get a house or something like that.
No, you see, I feel the need to take back mine because it was a stupid joke answer for the podcast.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But I know
That's
that we don't
fine,
have time
though.
for it. But yeah,
No, but
true
all know-
lottery answer.
we all
Where
know.
like, if you won the jackpot in the lottery, what would you do? The first thing I'd always do is give money to my parents and my
Yeah.
sister.
100%.
So fuck it.
Everybody already
No.
would do that straight off the bat if they look.
Yeah.
We're all lovely here, aren't we?
But I
Yeah.
decided to be stupid and say all on alcohol. But fuck it.
So this will be the last question.
Last
from
question that we have time
the
for.
audience. This is a random one. I quite like it. If you had 10 tons of bubble wrap, what would you do? It's pretty cool, eh?
Well, I'm not as inventive as some other people, so I'd rather just staring at it wondering what the hell I'm supposed to do with it.
That's fucking brilliant.
That's amazing.
That's a great answer.
Wrap it around a Hilton hotel and trap everyone inside.
Why a Hilton Hotel?
Because it's a big hotel and they've got a lot of bubble wrap.
No hate against Hilton, just it's the first hotel you can think of, kind of thing.
Yeah, very much.
Well, it's probably one of the largest chains of hotels, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's like the
true.
biggest building in the city, so.
Yeah, I've got a lot of bubble wrap. It's the biggest hotel around here, mate. Wrap that
That's
bastard
so
up.
funny.
I can see that from my desk at work, so I'd love to see that.
I would probably do people bowling,
Oh,
Yes.
where like you would roll a barrel down a hill wrapped in bubble wrap into people arranged as pins at the bottom, also wrapped in bubble wrap.
that sounds pretty cool.
Like I would do that shit.
Dave?
I'd wrap myself up so much and then get hit by a truck and see if I survive.
Oh my god!
Dave, don't do
Like,
that.
Not hire a stunt double to do that for you. Just I'll do it. I'll hit the bullet.
Think about it. It's 10 tons of bubble wrap.
Yeah, true.
Like,
Yeah, true. I mean, that could
you'll
probably
be
cover
fine.
the truck, and you'd be
Or just one
fine.
of- or another response: pop every single bubble.
Oh, that's a...
Or
Imagine this-
die trying.
That's a lifetime of satisfaction.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I would pop every bubble on 10 tons of bubble wrap or
That's
die
amazing.
trying.
Is that the last...
Yeah,
I think that's the last one for this episode.
Well,
Any
yeah.
remaining questions we'll answer on the next.
Phil,
Yes.
it's literally this one on your thing what I can see right now, which has been waiting for a while.
ask that one, and then if any of
Go
us
on,
in
Kyle,
this
because
room
I haven't
have,
been able to find it.
if any of us in this,
It's from
in this
Gene,
group has
obviously.
it.
For all of us,
Oh god, yeah.
horror films, would you choose to go in? What horror film would you choose to go into?
None.
If you had the chance, would you choose which horror film
Horror
and why?
films.
The answer's still none for me.
Yeah,
Go on, Kyle. What's yours?
Life. I'm already in a horror film.
But
Think of all the shit what's going on right now. This is a fucking horror film.
Yeah, true. I think I would choose to go with The Ring. Because what I would do is I'd watch the videotape, fap while doing it. And then after 7 days, I would whack on The Prodigy with their song Smack My Bitch Up. And then just beat the shit out of the little girl that calls out the TV.
would you train for the 7 days leading up to it?
I would.
Like
a,
in Rocky?
A Rocky montage. I was about to say. Like with Eye of the Tiger playing and everything.
That'd be amazing.
Like on 7 days, repeat 24/7, just training and listening to Survivor's Eye of the Tiger. And on the 7th day, just whack on Smack My Bitch Up and then just go to town.
That'd be amazing.
Go on, Dave.
Yeah.
What would you go into?
Oh, I lost it. Dawn of the Dead.
Oh,
So-
God, nice.
Dawn of the Dead, because I'm a gamer. I love zombie movies. I'm always having zombie
Live out-
dreams.
Live Out Dead Rising.
Yeah, and I just feel like I'd be one of the survivors who would be a little leader. If that makes
To
sense.
be fair, you do have martial arts training, so you'd be among the top
yeah,
survivors.
but you know that using your fists would not work in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no, definitely not.
You can't. You need to get good at shooting. Well, at least then me and Carl will be fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
we're used to it now.
That'd be fucked.
Have any of you guys got any questions? Because I've got a question on my own for you
Nah,
guys today.
mine was
I
also
do
a joke
not.
answer of life. I would probably go into one of the Jason movies.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
So go on, Dave. Last question, because it's about time to wrap this up anyway.
It is
so.
about time to wrap up. So my question for you guys is simply this: if you could collab with one YouTuber, who would it be?
Ooh.
See, here's the thing. If I could choose one, it would actually be one that is a collaboration channel already. And that'd be the Runaway guys. Because they're just really cool guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Kyle?
Jeremy Dooley from Achievement Hunter.
Oh, nice.
I don't know who that is
Because
actually. Oh,
we're
I'll
both
probably know him.
we're both short as fuck, and we could.
He's a lot shorter than you guys.
Yeah, but I could relate. I can relate. I know how it feels to be high vertically challenged. I feel his pain, and we both have the same sort of comedic laughter. We'll do dumb shit for a laugh.
He looks like Adam from Funhouse.
Yes, they call him
Yeah, he does.
the Adam of the Achievement Hunter.
Of Achievement Hunter. Yeah.
Right. They're literally like twins. Holy shit.
Yeah, put them next to each other. It's scary, isn't it?
There's a picture of them. I'm gonna obviously use it, but there's a picture of them together, so it's kind of crazy actually.
Yeah.
That's been saved now. That'll be put in the
Nice little asset
future.
there for the video.
Phil.
Mine would have to be Markiplier.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Just because I'd love to be able to hear his smooth, dulcet tones and be able to throw in my own.
He has got
Hi.
a sexy fucking
Hello,
voice, hasn't he?
everybody. I'm not Markiplier.
Hello, everyone. It's like, oh, you fucker.
Yeah.
Take me, Mark. Take
I'd
me.
love to like hear that and then throw in my impression over the top and go, "Hello, I'm Markiplier," and just
And he's
not
actually-
be Markiplier at all.
Imagine if his voice is put on all the time. It is just a front. Like,
To be fair, that's one hell of a front to be able to do that voice
Yeah.
for an extended period of time.
yeah, definitely.
I can do it for about 5 minutes and then I'm dead.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. He's got,
I have a feeling I know who yours would be, Dave.
well, it's kind of obvious, really, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
of well.
Let me guess.
Go on.
JSE?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Get
yeah,
drunk together on a
Jacksepticeye.
damn record.
It's just because he's so chilled. Like, you know,
Likeable.
you have to get past the top of the morning to you first.
Oh, no, I love that.
I say this because me and, again, Gamers Keep were talking about this last night, because when I first started watching his videos, it was like, it's a bit too loud for me kind of thing. A bit too full on.
Yeah.
And
Lewis is the same, actually. He thinks it's a bit over the top, but it's just one of those things. It's his
enticing,
personality. Like, and you get used to it.
Well, the biggest thing what made me subscribe to his channel, and this is the thing, like, I haven't watched Jacksepticeye from the get-go. It's not one of those, but he's turned into one of my favourite YouTubers, and it was the reason why I subscribed to him was because of his setup video, what he did a while ago, where he did obviously the top of the morning tea stuff, but then he'd be talking normally, and how he was talking and just talking normal and saying, and he just seemed so genuine. That I just thought he's fucking cool, and that's why when I obviously got that tweet off him, and my YouTube blew up slightly, and my Twitter definitely fucking blew up. I wanted to put a video out because it's like, I know it doesn't seem like a big thing, but for him who's an inspiration for me, to tweet me, it's massive.
It's a big thing. It's like if Mark was ever to suddenly tweet at me, I'd be like, I'd probably massively fangirl for a moment. And then take stock of the situation and go...
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
I 100% did. But then I thought to myself, like, I need to take advantage of this moment and just say to people, why is it such a big deal that he's tweeted me? And that's why I did the video. Because I genuinely would. I wouldn't know what... Because a lot of people will want to be friends with him because it'll grow their channel. And for me, it's a case of... It sounds fucking dodgy, but I'd rather be friends with him and not mention it to anyone, not tell anyone.
Yeah.
And just chill out with him. He just seems like he'd be a good guy, and because he's quite an introvert, like he doesn't have many friends and all that kind of thing, I think he'd be really easy to talk to too.
Yeah, because like you'd know that you can talk openly and honestly about things, and know that you're going to get an honest answer.
And
that's one of the reasons why I respect him.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying I'm his biggest fan or anything. I'd love to meet him and hang out with him and stuff like that, but like, I feel, again, the same way that you do. It seems as though he's that genuine a person that you'd be able to talk to him openly about just any personal shit that's bothering you, and he'd give you an honest answer.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It just seems like he's just a very enticing character. Once you get, I just said, like I said, once you get past the loudness, and you actually listen to how he speaks and what he speaks about, I just think he's a solid guy. Yeah. And it'd be awesome to hang out with him. And it sounds fucking cheesy as out, but one of my goals as a YouTuber will be to be able to just talk to Jack mainly, obviously, well, Sean, Markiplier, PewDiePie, not just as fans, but like actually just talk to him like a friend. And it's just way cooler.
Well, I'm going to do you a favour, Dave. Shout out to Jacksepticeye. If you want to come on the show, we would be more than happy to have you on here.
Yeah.
Obviously,
There'll be someone who can
Dave
speak
at least
than me.
will tweet this link at you. So watch it, dude. Watch it. Have a listen. Dave's one of your greatest fans. So there you go. And you tweeted at him. So boom.
And there'll be someone who can speak quicker than me, so you can't understand him too. I understand Dave. I get you. It still hurts me. It cuts me deep, but.
Anyways, I think that's about it for this one.
Yes.
Thank you all again for joining us on another episode of the CJP. It's been a lot of fun recording this, and we hope you guys have as much fun listening as we have had recording. We are not sure when the next one's going to be, but we'll obviously let you know in due time. So thank you all. I've been Phil.
I've been Boris. I mean, Kyle. Sorry.
Fucking Boris? Where'd Boris come from?
Don't take the piss, Boris.
I've been James.
And I've been Whisking the Jam Jar, aka Dave.
Dave.
Topics,
And this has been the Circle Jerk Podcast. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Peace
Bye
out.
bye. Bye bye bye. Oh, I need a pee really badly.